time. I have a fucking bug in my helmet.
God, it's always fucking soft.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be talking about why I chose Kawasaki over the other manufacturers. I'm talking about Yamaha, Honda, Suzuki, the big name Ford brands, and why they deserve my money when it comes to buying a bike off a showroom floor.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 20th Joy of Painting series. Son of a gun, it's hard for me to believe this is a 20th series, but it is, and I'd like to thank you very much for inviting me back for another series of painting.
Man, oh man, what is up, guys? How is it going? And thank you for tuning in to my very first moto vlog. Y'all are gonna have to get used to my voice. I'm not used to talking on the microphone and all that stuff and writing at the same time, but we're gonna learn how to multitask here. But man, let's just jump right into it, man. I think Kawasaki is just the main company out here doing things, man. They're the only company keeping the ball rolling when it comes to the 600 class. When it comes to Yamaha and all of that, Yamaha obviously gave up. They just said, we're not going to even give the 600 class any attention. They introduced the R7. Everyone knows about this by now. I'm kind of salty with Yamaha for this reason. I love the R6. I've never had one, but it was one of the most beautiful 600 class sports bike there is out there, and it's been leading the longest time. But I don't think, or the #1 selling, I believe. Or maybe, all right, I take that back. I know lots of the R6s were being sold secondhand. Lots of the owners were buying them secondhand because they're just too expensive. But they haven't changed that. Yamaha has not changed that bike in years. All they have done to give that bike is a facelift. That has been the same bike since the 2000s or something. It's for way too long. Why sell us a bike that's X years old and it's the most expensive bike out there? I just don't understand that. I feel like the R7 kind of ruined the market a little bit for the 600 class. Lots of the other companies are going to start following that footprint of that V-twin. But I just don't get it, because why make the R7 into a super sport? The people, it's just, you're still in the same uncomfortable riding position. It's slower. You just have more torque at the bottom end. And if you don't think a 600 has enough torque, I mean, man, I just don't get the move on it. But everyone else is excited when it comes to it, so. Suzuki. What I have to say about Suzuki, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a Suzuki fanboy. After buying that first Gixxer, I fell in love with that bike. I definitely regret selling it. That M4 exhaust sounded stupid nasty on it. It was the most comfortable, most adequate feeling bike to feel like you could just hop on and maneuver. I feel like a beginner could learn that bike. It's great 600, great 600. But with that being said, they're lagging as well along with the others. Haven't updated anything, I don't think, since 2011. And it's just the same situation, just very lacking electronics, the basic rider aids, the tachometer doesn't look as bad compared to the other guys. I think Yamaha and Honda's tachometer definitely looks the worst. And it's like another thing with Suzuki and Yamaha, they're giving like the 150s, the 250cc's, these new fancy screens, these TFT screens, along with the 650s. Are people really buying more 250s and 600s and 650s and 600s? Like, I don't understand that, man. If you can put a TFT display screen on a 150cc or 250cc, put it on the damn 600, man. Please, put it on the 600. I am dying to get some pretty screenware on my fresh new bike. That is the biggest disappointment about buying this new bike, that I don't have that fancy screen. But yeah, man, Suzuki's they just don't deserve my money either. They just haven't invested into themselves, so why should I invest into them? And last but not least, Honda. I'm gonna leave KTM out of this. I'm not a fan of the Super Dukes, and to me they don't really have a true sports bike, super sport. But Honda, man, IDK, what to say about Honda? They are really lacking, man. They are as far as behind as all of them. I think Honda has the ugliest bike. They definitely have the ugliest gauge cluster. That thing looks like a freaking VHS or a microwave from 1990s or early 2000s. It's just terrible. Looks absolutely awful. I don't understand how the 600 can be thicker or bigger, wider, whatever, than the 1000cc. If you compare the two side by side, the 600 is looking a little thick. And I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. I usually like mine a little thick, but in this case, I don't think I'm fucking digging it too much, to be honest with you. So, and I think out of all of them, they have the least performance. Honda does. So, at the end of the day, I chose Kawasaki for the one reason: it's innovation. They are, like I said, they are the only one keeping the balls rolling. They're the only one keeping the ball rolling when it comes to the 600 class. I feel like everyone else is tapped out, putting their focus elsewhere, which I understand the bike market isn't like what it used to be, but man, I hate to see this 600 class dying. And Kawasaki, they're with me. They're with me. I feel like this isn't going to be the last generation 636 we see from them. I feel like they're going to imitate the zx6r, which I very much hope so, because that would be fun. That zx6r, is, y'all know I'm obsessed with that bike. I think it's the sexiest bike out there, the meanest for sure. But yeah, man, I just think this bike is the absolute smoothest thing. I'm gonna get into details in another video about the things I don't like about this bike and the things I do like, the top 5 dislikes and top 10 dislikes. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting to rant about a couple of things when it comes to this bike. As much as I love it, there's a lot of things I want to get off my tongue when it comes to this thing. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining, man. There's a reason why I bought this bike 3 times in a row versus everyone else. I always go into the dealership looking at an R6, can never pull the trigger. Obviously they're out of date now. They've stopped making them, which is absolutely sad. RIP R6. I'm thinking Gixxer's gonna do something soon. I'm praying Gixxer's gonna update something soon, because my next bike is probably gonna be a Gixxer 750, unless Kawi makes their 600 look like the zx6r. All 4 of these bikes are great bikes. If you get a good deal on them, I'm sure you'll be happy with all of them, unless they release a new one right away or something. Unless they release a new one the following year, which you never know these days. As soon as you buy something, it seems like the next month, oh, there's a new one. Should have waited. But just everything about Honda. The only thing I really like about Honda that sets them apart is that exhaust, how it X's out through the tail. I think that shit is hella cool. We gotta do it right here. But yeah, guys, that's why I rolled off the showroom floor at Kawasaki. If I'm going to the showroom floor and I'm getting a brand new spanking bike off the showroom, paying the tax, putting in the money, my hard-earned money, I'm going to give it to someone who's been investing into themselves, and that's Kawasaki. They're the latest to update their bike. We have the most technology stock on this. It comes with the quick shifter. I'm not saying it's the best quick shifter, but it's good, man. It's a good, solid quick shifter. Just got to play with it a little bit. This is a beautiful bike. Look at this color. That's another year, man. My goodness. I could not say no to this color. I know if I passed on this bike, I would be regretting it. I was thinking about just holding off and waiting a year or two for some loser to sell it with like 500 miles on it, because there is a lot of, you'd be surprised, man. You're so much better off just waiting to find that dude who's just decided he's made a bad choice on his motorcycle and doesn't want it anymore, and is going to get rid of it for like 8,000, maybe 9,000 probably. You see him going for even 10,500, and that's still a good deal at the end of the day too, after sales and tax. So why not, man? Thank you guys for joining me, man. I am so excited to finally get the ball rolling with this moto vlogging stuff, guys. You're gonna have to get used to me. I'm not used to talking on the microphone and stuff like that, and being aware of my surroundings. It's not the safest thing to do. I'm a terrible multitasker. So at least if something happens, we gonna get it on films. This summer's gonna be extra juicy. So where am I going? I have no idea where I am. I guess I'm gonna go to 59. I think that's 59 up there. I need to get something to drink, because talking has got me thirsty. But all right, guys, thank you for joining. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap right here. Pull into this corner store, see if they got anything for me. I'm feeling a snack. I'm quite hungry. Gotta go to work tonight. Overnight shifts are a bitch. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. More moto vlog stuff definitely coming in soon, man. I'm gonna be coming in hot, man. Coming in hot. Juice box jiggle with the vids for 2021. Gonna end the year off real good. In 2022, I'm still gonna be with it, man. So please subscribe, stay tuned, and y'all stay safe, and please stay focused on y'all's goals and be determined and stay consistent. Consistency is key. Be safe.